nonsense and ingredients. Now men fit to chest everything. Your own are to just relax. Only. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Well, what I'm going to talk about in today's video might set some people off. It might offend some people. So let me start off by saying, Mabino, no vex. In fact, as I am making this video, I am thinking of 3 sets of people. The first set are my brothers. The second are my male cousins. And the third are my male friends that aren't necessarily where they want to be financially, but are putting in the effort to see that, years from now they get to that point. And I can only imagine one female individual on the other end trying to make their lives miserable. In fact, as I'm making this video, I am infuriated, but anyways, let me hold myself. I witnessed something, and all I can say is, see, if you are a woman, if you are a young lady, and you are making somebody's son's life miserable because you have somebody somewhere giving you the money that you want and need and all of that, God is watching you. You say if you go born boy one day. So this is what I witnessed. I was, in fact, close to my junction a few days ago, and a girl was making a phone call. And I would like to think that the person she was talking to on the other end was a man, if not her boyfriend, but I'm assuming that it's her boyfriend. And her friend was with her. In this life, have reasonable friends. So some people will push you to your grave, early grave. So she was making a call, and the call she was shouting in public. She was shouting for the person on the other end of the call. She was saying, "You they give me money. You are the manager. I don't see person where they give me money. They open your mouth, they tell me waiting. Just shut up that your smelling mouth." Actual words though, I'm not misquoting, I'm not adding, I'm not removing. No. Go catch me. I stood there for a while. See, I believe that relationship that you're in, nobody forced you to do it. So why should you be making someone's son feel less about himself? And I don't even understand the kind of information that certain young girls are consuming these days. It's too much now. The boy does not deserve that now. With that being said, this video is for the young ladies and young guys, but most especially for young guys that are trying to make it financially. Open your ears, open your eyes, and listen and watch this video very well. Because as a man that is up and coming, there is a tendency you see nonsense, because I don't understand the kind of girls in this generation, to be honest. Who broke today need a broke forever. Who broke today feel rich tomorrow. And guys, I beg, don't let any useless individual in the feminine gender, women on they do, sometimes on too do safe. Anybody force you enter a relationship. So please listen to the words I'm saying very carefully, because I am here to tell you the truth. I'm talking to you as a brother, as a friend. Do you understand me? I have good intentions for you. Because what I witnessed that day, no man, even if you are the brokest man on earth, no man deserves it. You are a guy. You are putting in the effort. See, I am praying for you from the deepest part of my heart today, because I feel you. As long as you're putting in the effort, I'm not talking about those ones that are lazy or that are not willing to do anything. You are putting in the effort to see that years from now, you get to that place that you dream of being. God will back your efforts. God will shame your enemies. And all those girls that have mocked you today, they will regret in the future. Yes, I said it. I said it. So if you fall under that category, this video is for you. I'm going to give you certain financial red flags, about 5 or 6 financial red flags that you should avoid when you are thinking about going into a committed relationship. If you want to have fun, not so bad at all, go ahead and have fun. But if you're thinking on going into a committed relationship, these 5 things or these 6 things that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, if you notice them, run. run. And when we talk about, relationships in this generation now, this Gen Z generation, this 21st century. In fact, in this 21st century, there's no love. It dey sha, but it no dey. So if you are still going into a relationship because of love, it's like you're in the 18th century, or now it's money. Most girls are looking for money. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it becomes a problem when money is the only thing that they are in a relationship for. If you ask most girls in this generation, what sort of man can you not be with? The first thing that they will tell you is, I cannot be with a broke man. And when I talk about broke, they're talking broke in terms of money. Which brings me to the first red flag. Don't be with a woman or a man that is broke in mindset. Don't be with someone that is not even willing to put an effort, that is not willing to learn, that is not willing to change, that is comfortable the way they are. It is a problem. So my guys, as they cannot date you because you are broke, you too don't date broke girls. Yes, let it be a 50-50 thing. What are you following a broke woman for? The issue is not with dating somebody that doesn't have money, but it's with dating somebody or being in a committed relationship with somebody that is not willing to put in the effort, that is not willing to give up certain patterns that would annihilate financial struggles and welcome, financial stability. Don't date potential. He has potential, she has potential, you're on your own. Because certain things you will see, and then when you go into, probably if it leads to marriage, you will not be saying, I thought it would change. Nobody will change you. Follow what they see. So, date effort. Don't date potential. Date what you are seeing. Date the energy that the person is putting. If you are a man and all the time you're always thinking for yourself and that person you're in a committed relationship with, I hate to break it to you, but you are signing up for premium tears, for premium regrets in the long run. So do not date a woman that is broke in mindset. Like that girl that was making that stupid call, she's broke in mindset. Because even if that is how you're feeling, why would you be shouting in public like that? Number 2, do not go into a committed relationship with someone that is not financially conscious. You're making 200,000 naira a month and your girlfriend wants you to buy 100k human hair every month. That person love you. That person get good intentions for you. Run away from those sort of people. Financial unconsciousness, in fact, to me, it's not even a red flag. It's a pet peeve. Being with someone that is financially unconscious will bring you stress. You will be stressed too. Women will be like good things, so we like good things, and you should even be worried if the woman you're with doesn't like good things. However, she should be financially conscious of the kind of man that she is in a relationship with. Even if she does not know your salary or your income the way it is, at least she should have an idea as to the range regarding what you're receiving or what you're earning. And if she's asking you for more, she will leave you very fast and go for the next person that will give her that. That's just it. If you go and follow somebody that is not financially conscious, you see those goals you have for yourself financially, you will never achieve them because you always want to please that person. You would always want to do things her way and you will lose focus for yourself. Number 3, do not follow a woman that do not have long-term goals. As I'm saying all these things, I know I'm saying woman, but if you're a lady and you're watching this, please, I'm talking about men too. Most times we are very fixated on the now, especially when it comes to another person's life, because when it comes to ourselves, it's very easy to sit down and say to yourself, okay, this is where I am and this is where I want to be. But for other people, you don't know what is running in their heads. You understand? So it's only when you have conversations with them and talk to them that you will actually know where they're headed in life. Like I said, we're always fixated most times on the now that we forget about what the future could possibly be. Person we get money today, we know use them wisely, feel broke tomorrow, and vice versa. But if you have conversations with the person and you ask, what are your long-term goals? Based off of the response the person gives, you can easily, have an insight as to where that person would be, 10, 20, 30 years from now. Be with a woman that has a sense of direction for herself when it comes to her finances. This is just my own cup of tea, but I believe that, a person's long-term goals speaks highly of who they are as a person. So in my head, when I look at you and I examine you and observe you, and I ask you what your long-term goals are, and I merge that with what I see, it gives me kind of a holistic view of what to expect when it comes to you in the future. So please, if a woman does not have a long-term goal for herself, run away from that kind of woman. Number 4, do not be in a relationship with a woman that does not have a purpose or a vision. Now, when it comes to purpose, I understand that, as you grow and evolve as a person, it could change. Your likes today might not be your likes tomorrow. Your interest today might not be your interest tomorrow. However, at every point in time, I believe that there is something in your heart that God has placed that you will be restless if you do not do, that you'll be restless if you do not achieve. So at every point in your life, you should have a vision for yourself. You ask a girl, what is your vision for your life? And she tells you, I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be a baller. And so often at the shine seats. I pity you, because when you come down from that roller coaster, you go vomit till you go tire. No financial vision or vision in general means no motivation, and it means misplaced priorities. So shine your eye. Number 5, do not date a stingy woman. This one is very important, because in this generation, all girls are thinking about are men that will spoil them, men that will do this, men that will do that. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Everybody wants to enjoy. Me, if I want to be spoiled, who are we kidding? Right? But what about our guys? Who will spoil them, or don't they deserve to be spoiled? You that is watching this video that is a man, don't you like to be spoiled? I'm sure you do. So do not date akagom, because akagom is what is sin. You're in a relationship with a lady or a guy, and every time you are the one that is taking her out, you are the one that is always spending. She should be able to do for you once in a while now. Let it be a bit equivalent, even if it's not 50-50. You see, this generation, this generation is filled with people on colos, like people they wear plenty. And I have seen so many videos of women that will be saying, you're coming to apologize, no gifts, you're coming empty-handed. You too, when you do something wrong, I hope you're giving the same energy. When you're apologizing to him, hope you're giving him gifts, you're taking him on vacations and all of that. It's not wrong to want what you cannot afford, but it becomes wrong when you're making the other person feel less, when the person cannot give you what you cannot give yourself. It's just unfair. Most girls on social media are constantly promoting, my man should spoil me, my man should do that. So the men, they're not worthy of being spoiled by. Nonsense and ingredients. Now men fit to chest everything. Your own are to just relax. Only. Number 5, I've been number 6. At this point, I don't know. Date a woman with reasonable friends. Show me your friend and I will tell you who you are, Anabi. A friend is very influential in a person's life. A girl can have sense, but by the time she sits down with her friend and her friend begins to tell her a lot of bull crap, she would hold on to those words and begin to follow suit. When you're dating a girl and her friends are not financially responsible, it's a problem, because when you are taking a girl out, there's a tendency she's not the only one you're taking out. You will take her out alongside her friends too. There are some reasonable friends that will say, have a nice time with your guy. I don't want to impose certain bills on you people. Others, they want to help you finish the man's money. Those kind of friends are problem. They are a problem. The presence of unreasonable friends, your girlfriend's life, can bring a profound impact that will make you see shaggy. Peer pressure is a powerful force, so don't underrate it. As a man, as a woman, make sure you have your own. Make sure you hold your side, because if you are totally dependent on a man, in go carry play. If you are totally dependent on a woman, you're gonna see shaggy. We have seen it time and time again. A man will put a woman through school, take care of her family, and tomorrow he will be feeling like the woman is his property. Somebody that God took time to create. You just want to own somebody like somebody is your property. For where? And then as a woman, maybe you saved up, you used all your life investment to take care of a man, and then tomorrow you'll be thinking he owes you. Nobody owes anybody anything. Anything you're doing in this life, don't expect the energy you give to be returned to you. Human beings are unpredictable. A man will maybe take care of a woman, and then in the nearest future he'll be telling people I made her. Or a woman will take care of a man, and in the nearest future she'll be telling people he is where he is because of me, or he is who he is because of me. Avoid that drama, or avoid that stress. As a woman, hustle your hustle. As a man, hustle your hustle. You people should hustle and meet at the top of the pyramid. That way the respect is equivalent. Nobody will come and say they made you. You know you made yourself. Only God makes a man. Tomorrow we'll not be hearing those sort of stupid stories. There is just another level of confidence and value that you have for yourself. When you know that certain things that you want out of life, you're not depending on anybody. You can afford to make yourself happy. I'm going to end off with this. One of the stories I like so much in the Bible is the story of Joseph. You know that Joseph too came from nothing. As a man, he came from nothing, and then at the end of the day, you see where he ended. The Bible, me, I like to read between the lines. Joseph's story, the Bible just talks about how his brothers betrayed him, and then how one thing led to the other. He found himself interpreting the dream to Potiphar, and then one thing led to the other. He became wealthy and all of that. Do you think that at that time that Joseph was in prison, some girls did not take him for granted? They did. Now himself in see shiggy that time, but see how it turned out, because he was blessed with a talent, and he wasn't just blessed with a talent, he used it. So if you have something, use it as a man. Put in the effort. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Hustle. And one day, God will bless your efforts. God will butter your bread. Okay, just be patient and don't surround yourself with unreasonable women. I hope you got something out of this content. As always, I will see you next week.